Hello, 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 everyone. Once again, this is Susan La-Nelle versus coming at you. It's a love thing. Today, I want to discuss relationships. I feel like that is a crucial and vital place where I'm feeling really called to go and have a discussion with you today, because everything pretty much is built on our relationships, whether it be in family, whether it be in business relationships, or the ultimate, discovering who your mate is, or in your marriage, or in your dating process. We have so been in the dark as just overall. Not saying everybody, but in the dark as far as a whole, as a people, as far as recognizing how the enemy has really deceived our minds about relationship, and how God really intends the agape love to fully come into fruition at this hour. And I thank Him for downloading such knowledge, revelation, and power to help us recapture what He really intended about relationship for us. One of the things that I've discovered just in my personal is that in my life I've been on a quest. I've been on a quest, y'all, to really discover and find out if there was somebody that could love me out there, whether I missed whatever love capacity in my family relationship, or just in general as a person, and discovering that first love had to be in me first. I had to know that He first of all loved me, in spite of family relationships, in spite of business relationships, and definitely in spite of personal, being married or in dating relationships. That I needed to be complete in knowing who I am and whose I am. To know I'm already complete, to not be actually looking for or needing anything but someone to come in and add to what God has already completed. And so, and that discovery itself has equipped me for such a time as this, to have this conversation with you, to help us all explore the depth, the height, the width of the love of God, so that we can all grasp on the inside of our spirit what exactly that means for us. How to really grab a hold and not get into self mode, or get persuaded by some spirit, or out of the lust of our flesh, or just deceived, period. That if we first of all recognize that God is for us and He loves us so much, that He just wants us to understand what He means by that word that has been abused, misused, confused by all of us at some point, at some place, at some time. That it's now our time to really grab a hold to this love walk, to really grab a hold to what God's agape love means for us. It is so, it's beyond words. I can't even really describe it here, because it's unfathomable of what that love can really do for you, outside of anything else, outside of family, outside of business, outside of personal, that intimate relationship that you want to have with that significant other, whether it be a wife or a mate or a boyfriend, girlfriend, however. Discovering that it's in me, discovering that I am the epitome of love, giving, value. I have the possession of what God really intended for me to be in this earthly realm. I am a love giver. I am not a love taker, which is what we've been deceived into believing, that we're always supposed to, oh, you don't love me. You ain't doing this right. You ain't loving me right. You are wicked. You are ugly. You ain't exposing love to me. No, we missed it when we started making it be about me and the I's, the me's and the I's. God gave me a poem a while back about that, which I'll pray to share that with you at some point in time, called The Me's and the I's Have Got to Die. The me's and the I's have got to die when it comes to the complete understanding, the overall study of agape love. It has nothing to do with the me and the I. It has everything to do with serving love to one another. That's why he said, Jesus told us that the greatest things that we could ever do is love God with all our heart, mind, body, and soul. And the second commandment is likened to it, to love our brothers and sisters as much as we love ourselves. Think about that for a moment. The greatest instructions we were ever given was to love God with all our mind, with all our body, with all our soul, with all our being. Love Him that created us, that made me here for some great plan, for some great purpose. And to understand that embodiment of love, that capacity of such a great magnitude of love, that He wanted me to be here for His great pleasure, for His great purpose. And then to discover the same love He has for me, the mercy and grace in the capacity of that love, all the fruits of the spirits of His love can dwell in me, where I can forgive any wrongdoing by some other, that I can still choose to love. Not that I have to be right there embraced in it with them, because it does hurt to get hurt when you feel like you should be loved by that other person. And whether, like I said, be in business, whether it be in family, whether it be in a mate type of exploration as far as what love really means for us. But to supersede that with the true understanding, the true knowledge, the true revelation of the love that God really wants and intends for us to have on the inside of us, to be truly love givers, the servants of love. That's why I love my saying, I'm born to serve love. I am born to capacitate and facilitate the embodiment of real agape love. So I ask you to come on this journey with me to discover what the embodiment of God's agape love is. And it's okay. It's just all we got to do is repent and acknowledge that we missed it, and tell God we really want to do it right. We really want to discover what this is all about. So I ask you on this day to come on this journey with me, to pull our pants down and say, God, we missed it, but I want to discover what your love is all about, so I can really give it unto the world like you intended me to, for your great plan and your great purpose. You want me to be the embodiment of your true love for mankind, for humankind, that I died in myself. No more me's, no more I's, but so that you might live, so that I can learn to forgive, so I can learn to just to be what you created me to be in this earthly realm. Today's message is about relationships. It's about discovering love. It's about being the embodiment of that love for Christ's sakes, not mine, but for God's sakes. I hope the sirens didn't disturb you, but I guess in some degree is really a horn, a trumpet blowing that this is what God really wants. I pray that you hear me. I pray that your spirit really conceives what the Spirit of the living God is saying through me. It's all about love, y'all. It's all about our love walk. We gotta get this thing right. It's time. The harvest is plenty, but the laborers are few. It's a clarion call, the trumpet sounding off for you to come on and let's do this thing right. We're discovering this love journey, this agape love, the true embodiment, the true understanding, the true inhabitation of agape love, so we can be the servants of it in this earthly realm. This is my prayer. This is my belief. Praying that those of you that have an ear to hear what the Spirit is saying really grab a hold to what I'm saying. And let's get this party started, y'all. We're game changers. We were put here. We were predestined. We were chosen for His love to shine in all the earth where nothing but darkness has been. Y'all seen the darkness. It's time for us to be light bearers. It's time for us to be truth bearers. Truth in believing that we are who we say we are by really exposing the love of Christ. I compel you. The ever-loving voice of God that's within us, inside of me, compels you to come on along this journey. Let's take this love walk seriously as God took it seriously over 2,000 years ago, before we were ever here, to die for us while we were yet sinners. So we could expose to the world that we're doing the same thing, that we're believers also, that we're going to die to ourselves, to really expose love to this ugly, darkened world, so that light so shines to all men, that it draws all of them to Christ. It's a love thing. It's our love walk. We're born to serve love, the real deal. The real McCoy. It's the real thing here, y'all. I love you all. I'm praying for you all. You all pray for me that God continues to do what He wants to do here. I'm so excited. I'm so full. My cup runneth over. Let's go. Let's do this thing right. Come on, people. Y'all hear it. Y'all know what's inside of you. You really hear this voice that's not even my own. I'm just a vessel. I'm just a tool. And you all too. You all are just a tool that He wants to use as vessels to expose Himself to this darkened world. Shine, diamond, shine. I'm calling you. He's calling you. It's a love thing. Love you all. See you next time.